So you guys, so fun to be able to have a guest speaker on. But Jess and I, you guys, honestly, truly, one of our absolute favorite thing right now on the team calls is like some major, insane recognition. And I'm like, week after week, I'm like, at some point, like, what? And it just keeps growing and growing and growing. And so I am going to start out with Team Win, you guys. Let's talk about some top enrollers here. The Hideaway, 9 enrollments. Katie Coleman, 7 enrollments. Janelle Kelly, 6 enrollments. Meredith Vanderzee, Rachel Bunta, KBO Fitness, all 6 enrollments. Sharice Alexander, Katie Flanagan, Ann White, Erin O'Leary, Brenda Jespin, Sonia Revere, and Jennifer, I'm so sorry, I don't know how to say your last name, the Horndal, all with 5 enrollments. Like, are you guys kidding me? You're enrolling people like almost every single day. Absolutely wonderful. And if you didn't see like the top leader in action from the East Coast region that I know Ann and Erica and everybody was sharing, like, Team Win is like pretty much taken over the East Coast. Let's just call a spade. Like, starting with Jessica, Erica's on there, Holly's on there. I mean, absolutely amazing, you guys. Huge congratulations. Candace, brand new Crystal Director. Maria, 1-star Silver Circle and a manager, Maria LeBlanc. Crystal Managers, we have Christina Contreras, Jody Harper, Tracy Routledge, Beth Dibble, and another manager, Lindy Roberts. You guys, amazing. Huge congratulations, you guys. So fun. And right before this, you guys, I was actually in the Mountain region. The corporate page, Mike Mallory was doing the January and February Mountain Region recognition, and Conchetta Busnardo and Krista Meikle, you guys, were like top enrollers in the entire region. I'm so proud of you guys. Last week, our team's top enrollers, you guys, you all have 3 or more enrollments. Kimberly House, Shannon Coinson, Rebecca Swenson, Stephanie Dunn, Chris Marshall, Kate Banton, Laura Laurie, Jenny Thompson. 4 or more, Keitha Maxwell, Krista Meikle, and Conchetta Busnardo. So proud of you guys. A ton of rank advancements: Eva Stotler, Kristen Zacks, Kate Benton, Ryan Mitchell, Todd Meikle, Lacey Kenner, Joseph Monette, and this list goes on and on, you guys. We are so proud of you. Congratulations. I know we've got all kinds of fun challenges going on right now with incorporating the wellness and the collagen, and just so excited to see the momentum and the growth within our teams and within the company. So we have Dr. Delray Messer on the call tonight, and I am going to tell you a teeny bit about her because I happen to know her quite well. And then I'm going to read you her bio because I want you guys to understand what a powerhouse and what a brilliant woman that you get to learn from tonight. But Dr. Delray and I both were winners of the President's Quest trip a few years ago, which they don't even offer anymore. So we always say we're like cruise sisters because we spent almost 21 days together on a boat. And when you are on a boat where the only person who doesn't have white hair of like the senior citizen class is like the 6 people you traveled with, like you become like the best of friends. So we traveled all over the Mediterranean together, went through more than one night of rocky sea waters together. And she is just incredible. But she was there with her mama. I got to see what an amazing mom she is, the way she praises her daughters. And I've seen her rise to the top of this company in record time. So Dr. Delray Messer, you guys, she is a chiropractor. She's also the CEO of Well Spoken Lifestyle, a global health, well-being, and beauty company that believes everyone deserves to experience a healthy, joyful, and abundant life. She graduated magna cum laude from Northwestern Health Sciences University. Her passion for solving the healthcare crisis started as a young athlete in a rural farming community in North Dakota. After creating a sustainable lifestyle weight loss program in her chiropractic office, she moved her business online, partnering with Isogenics, a global holistic nutrition and well-being company. Her passion is to help more people feel, look, move, and eat a little better every day, develop a team of impact-driven leaders, and share the freedom of choice a work-from-home business allows as she designs her days around her 2 girls, McKenna 17 and Gianna 7. As a single mom, she is passionate about helping women in social impact entrepreneurship and helping people find lasting fulfillment through service and volunteerism through natural disaster relief work. You guys, Delray is one of the recent members of the FAB Field Advisory Board. She is an Isogenics millionaire, and she is brilliant. So Delray, I would love to bring you out and maybe just tell a teeny bit about your story. There's so many things. We've given them a sneak preview of what you're going to be chatting about, but like how you got into this company, why you love this company, why you're so excited about it right now, and just let them hear from you a little bit.
Yes. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited to be here. Thank you. And first, you're all so grateful to have Lauren, Jessica, leading the way, and so many other leaders. They're just absolutely incredible. You don't get this kind of leadership everywhere. They're phenomenal. I'm honored to be here, especially since we align in our core values. And that's really where I was at in my life 6 years ago. My world felt a lot like the world does today. I was overwhelmed, uncertain. I had a big transition in my life, both personally and professionally. And just like a lot of people are asking themselves today, I just did not know what was next. I never thought I would be doing network marketing because I was the prideful doctor with a degree that was hiding behind a lot of masks of insecurity. I was unhappy, unfulfilled. That business was exhausting. It was early mornings, late nights, marketing on the weekends, and I desired to help people, but I did not want to do it at the cost of the time with my family, and my own energy and my own health. So I had the right idea moving my business online, but creating nutraceutical products like Isogenics products was exhausting in itself. So I actually created a couple of products that were a lot like Cleanse for Life and Isopro and Natural Accelerator. I just didn't realize that I was going to unveil the curtain of Oz in that industry and literally see the most disgusting label lying. I was not going to be a part of diet culture and proponent of weight loss in the way that it was shared online. So I knew I needed to really figure something else out. I'm a mom of 2 girls, and I did not want diet culture to be at the forefront of what I was sharing, but I just didn't know what to do next. And, I think when your back is against the wall and you're looking at different opportunities, it gives you the opportunity to be open. And that's what I was. I was skeptical, but open. And I did have a woman come into my life at that time that gave me the space to discover if it was a fit for me or not. And it was the right person at the right time, because she didn't try and convince me. She also didn't try and convince me that these products were better than mine. It wasn't about the product. It wasn't about the business. It was truly asking me what I desired and pouring the belief into me that I needed at that time to feel like it was possible for me. I saw it was possible for people, but it wasn't until I believed it was possible for me, when I saw myself in someone else's story, is when it all changed. She was a non-negotiable. She said, you have to get to your first event or we're not working together. And I was like, what? Okay, I'm going. I guess that's what I'm going to do. I was just, I did not want to go, because I was like, I'm not jumping around with a bunch of people. Like, business is hard work. I come from a farm in North Dakota. Like, you don't have fun and do business at the same time. It's just, I was so serious. And I was a young mom. I was 20 when I had my daughter. So I had really rooted myself in achievement, because I was highly judged for having a daughter, especially in a small rural community at 20. And I just felt like I constantly had to make up for it. So I felt empty on the inside, and I was chasing income and success and everything on the outside in order to validate my worth. That came with unhealthy relationships, personally and professionally. And it wasn't until I found this vehicle that I understood what alignment and my core values meant. When I got a hold of the comp plan, it was only because I shared with 2 people and got an ISO upload on a Monday that was nearly $600. And I was like, wait, is this real? And then, I think what's most beautiful about this business is it's going to reveal every self-limiting belief and insecurity along the way. And I had to face all of those. I grew up in a double wide trailer, the last kid of 4 to shower, literally had a cold trickle of water. The hardest thing I've ever had to do in this business was work on my money mindset. I just didn't feel that I was worth much. And I didn't realize how deeply rooted that was until I hit a lot of plateaus in previous careers at 6 figures and had to break through that here. And I will tell you, it's so worth it. It is so worth it. And I've never been more aligned. I feel like during this time, I don't want to say excited, because I feel like excitement, if you're in this business long enough, it's such a fleeting feeling. Inspired, aligned, focused, determined, like those are the type of words that come to mind. And I truly just see an opportunity right now that I've never seen since the first day I started, because there are so many, as you know, emotions that come with any business building. And what I've learned is you have to master your emotions and you have to master your habits. I'm not most grateful for what's happening right now. It's amazing and I'm so excited to celebrate it. I'm most grateful that last year I didn't quit, or I didn't let the things that happened in my business, that happened to a lot of teams, deter my belief. I knew that no matter what, every business has highs, lows, plateaus. Mine went through the exact same thing. And what I'm most proud of is you reveal, character is not built in hard times, it's revealed. It will reveal who you are. Adversity will literally reveal your character. And I chose to lead with character, knowing where this company was going to go. I did. I just knew it in every cell of my body, where we were going to be and where we're going now. And that's what makes this now a perspective of gratitude, to just continue to say, thank you, thank you, thank you. Who can I serve? Who can I help? Who's in the same place I was 6 years ago? That's where our world is at today. And that's why I am so grateful for where we're at. And I can't wait to just, again, like build belief into you, because that's really what it takes here. I don't think that people lack a lot of skills or resources or knowing, because we all have the same comp plan with a path that's literally laid out for us. I just believe it comes down to that personal, persistence, and especially overcoming a lot of the belief systems that limit us and cap our potential.
Oh my gosh, Delray, I love that. I'm like, you guys, I'm going to try to write down those words on the chat over there. Inspired, aligned, focused, this personal persistence. Like, what? That's like my new favorite thing on Big P Squared. Like, how's your P Squared doing today? So it's awesome. And I love that you said that. Actually, right before this, I was on a call with some leaders and we were talking about how important it is to weather your emotions and just like to write out those highs and lows, and that you're validating the consistency, you're validating your belief here, and that, there's nothing like Isagenix. And so we have definitely in the promotion of this call told people that you were going to get on and talk a lot about what you're doing right now, specifically with the collagen, the QR codes, the target market and everything. And so if you guys have never heard Delray speak, I mean, she has trained at our major events. She's trained on podcasts for Isagenix. You can look her up. She's got stuff on YouTube, on Vimeo, on Isagenix podcast, and find so much brilliance on her on how to connect on the products, the nutrition. You can find information on her on overcoming objections, on the compensation plan. She's an incredible trainer. You can get so many sound bites from her, from social media to time management. I'm encouraging you to write down her name, do your homework, listen to a few extra podcasts, because we are not focusing on that tonight. Literally right now, why collagen is such an excitement and an alignment and a passion and a focus for all of us, and with her background on how she's coming from a perspective of not just a network marketer, like these are some people that you would love to have in your business, but she also has a unique perspective that she's been that business owner. She's been the entrepreneur chiropractor that was pitched a lot of companies, and like what maybe would have gotten her attention, what would have gotten her to think differently, because you have to remember, like as a nutritionist, as a chiropractor, we're hit up all the time. And it's like, oh, don't do that. So she's going to come from an approach of not only why you all can do this, but maybe from the business owner's hat on why they're going to pay attention to. So I'm going to just be quiet, and I would love for you to just kind of run with it, talk about exactly what you're doing, and then maybe we'll ask a few questions and, clarify afterwards. But just tell us what you're doing and what you're telling your team to do.
Yeah, I'd love to. I mean, we're a lot aligned, like everything that Jessica, we switching team Zooms, like we have a lot going on that's very similar, but just little switches in language, I feel like are very important in different approaches. So I think my best piece of advice when it comes to approaching either healthcare professionals or brick and mortar businesses is, this is, as you know, it's a relationship-based business, but I think sometimes we forget that, especially when we're in a big like momentum and excitement, like you just want to talk to people and tell them, how excited you are about it, but it still comes down to that relationship. So your warm leads in this are super important. And if you don't have a warm lead, then find one, meaning ask your friends who, or somebody locally in your community, who they've used for services with an A+ excellent experience, because even that one testimonial that you can take or story that you can take, you're one person closer to the source, somebody that you're wanting to approach. So that's my best piece of advice. Since I started Isagenix, I go to 2 gyms over 6 years. I go to the same spa, hair salons, I literally create deep, meaningful relationships over years. So that way, when something like this comes up, that's a fit, the approach is it's just the relationship is already built. So that would also be my best piece of advice. Like, don't, go to 30 different places. Like, show up consistently day in and day out. Like, choose your culture that aligns with you, because when you do that, the relationships come so naturally. So that's my number one piece of advice. Second is really get to know professionals' stories. They are humans just like you. And you don't want to skip to them feeling like you're only wanting to connect with them to get into their business or get to their clientele. That is a big turnoff, because they're going to have to believe in the product. They're going to have to align with it. Most importantly, if they're using it and loving it, including the staff is actually your ticket to the clients, not even the doctor. If the staff is excited about it, and I build like deep relationships with the staff as well when I meet them, do little contests for them, get to know them really well, what motivates them, because they're the ones that are really doing the touching and talking about the product, especially at the front desk. And education. So that is another really big tip, is really get to know the staff. One of my favorite questions that's working really well right now, and write it down because it's working, these are all the secrets, is how do you choose your brand partnerships? This is an incredible question, because instead of leading with the product, you're leading with why somebody chooses something according to their values and what is most meaningful and important to them. And who is responsible for implementation of your brand partnerships. So you're getting to the number one person, and you're asking the question that's going to provide the most meaning. And if they're saying, we choose it based off of quality, purity, we're choosing it based off of experience, or what our clients want and desire. I mean, basically everything they say is usually going to be why Isogenics would be a perfect fit for them. So I will usually reiterate back to them. So what I'm hearing is that you choose your brand partnerships based off of quality and purity of the product, what your clientele loves, what's trending right now. And I would love to know who is, responsible for implementation, or who's responsible for taking a look at those brand or products, because what I'd love to do is drop off a high potency liquid collagen elixir that I've been using for the past 2 months. The results have been incredible. So this is literally my bullet points. 1, because I've been using a high potency collagen elixir during a trial, right, for the last 60 days, whatever you've been using, and I've been mind blown by the results. So the results have been incredible. Then your 30-second story. And I will share this even with an office, with the staff. Again, storytelling is so important. And it's not what's so great about this product. It's what not only I struggled with, but every single one of their clients that's coming in. So think spa, salon, think of, a chiropractor, like no matter what, and I'll get to the points of why they want to partner with us, people are going to be asking about collagen if they haven't already, because it is such a trending product. So, previously I really struggled with dehydrated skin. Post baby, I literally watched my hair fall down the drain in clumps. I was so insecure because of the different hyperpigmentation that I had on my skin. I literally had a mustache, no joke. I don't even have a selfie of me post baby for 1.5 years because of how embarrassing it was and how insecure I was. I've spent like many people, a lot of money on things that did not work. And, hydration alone has been a huge game changer. In fact, there are benefits that I've seen that I wasn't expecting, like the back of my hands. I cannot believe the back of my heels have been a lot better than they were previously, like scratching the back of the satin sheets. Anybody else? So I will actually use this kind of language, because what it does is it just makes you real. It makes you relatable. It makes you real. That person now isn't being approached by a sales rep. They're literally talking to a human, which is what they most desire. They don't want to be sold something, especially on that phone call. So enough to just pique their curiosity and just say, hey, if I drop off a sample, would you be open to taking a look at why why businesses just like yours are partnering with our incredible company, because there's really 3 reasons why. And usually they'll be like, yeah, sure. And I said, those 3 reasons, and I just have to share with you because it's such an exciting time. We just moved 5 million units since January 8th. It's absolutely incredible, such a well-received product, because the number one beauty trend, if you have not seen, is a trend called skinimalism. It was the number one researched and Googled terms have been how to get a natural glow up to your skin, healthy hair, nails. Like, it is all the craze right now. And the reason why ours is so unique, unlike any other collagen that's on the market, is because it's sourced in pristine waters, Scandinavian waters. It's bottled within 0.15 seconds in glass bottles. I cannot wait to show you how beautifully branded it is. And it's in glass because that maintains the potency and bioavailability. So that's why we're seeing such incredible results. In fact, I'll send you my before and after and a few others and some resources and tools for you to take a look. Your jaw is probably going to drop like mine did too. And why I'm most excited about showing this to you is because you could probably agree with me that anytime you've tried to implement products or programs in your office, it is time consuming. It's exhausting to try and train staff. It is high inventory or high overhead with a lot of inventory on your shelf. And I understand, I was a chiropractor. And if you aren't a healthcare professional, you can just say, and what I have heard. So this is like the feel fat found, like what I've heard is it's so expensive to stock products. It's time consuming. You have to train your staff. So I have created a 3-step system that is no inventory, no sales quotas, and no hassle for you. I'm going to actually show you how it works when I drop off the sample. So do you have 5 minutes? When is a good time? I can even come for a staff meeting, because I usually have like a once a week staff meeting of some kind, and just present how incredible this product is. And so then either drop one off. I have sent samples that has actually really worked with collagen, unlike a lot of other samples. So it has worked really well. And this is only if you really don't know the relationship well. If you do, I will go immediately into the close. And it is, do you need any more information before getting started on our 30-day trial for you and the staff? Like immediately, I'll send you a link. You can get started. The whole thing is a 30-day trial. I can help you with implementation. So what you're doing is you're touching on pain points. You're touching on what their clients usually struggle with. You're getting them into agreement with you, which is what you always want to do with a healthcare professional, because no matter what, those are the things that are top of mind. Like, it is a struggle to implement. Like, I remember how much money it costs to stock shelves. You never move all of it. And then the hassle of order forms, placing the order, which team do they go on, all the things is completely eliminated with QR codes. So I won't go into the 3-step system. I will leave that. You don't want too much information. You just want to pique their curiosity enough to get that appointment, drop it off, or at least get them started on the 30-day trial. So then at the appointment, that's when you are gonna, again, kind of share your 30-second story. And I'm so grateful. Thank you so much for taking the time. Look at how beautifully branded these bottles are. I did share those 3 reasons, but now I wanna show you how actually simple this is to implement, because you're not even gonna have an order form or your front desk having to log in and do anything. So I've created, I can grab a few in just a second, brochures, flyers, all of it for the front desk, like a big poster where it shows, the 6-pack or the 4-pack, and literally just the QR code is embedded right on it, right at the front desk. And then you can also give them like a little sample bags, or you put a collagen in there, a little brochure with the QR code, and the client can literally scan the QR code and order just like that. So they don't have to even log in and do an order. That is literally every single chiropractor that I've talked to is like, thank God. Thank goodness. This is so exciting. All of them are doing it. And I will say, if you know somebody really well, I literally just said, give me 30 days. Just give me 30 days. It's a money back guarantee. Get started on 60 bottles, put up the flyer, do some samples, and give me 30 days and let's see how many we can move. And like, I'm not serious. And then a couple of my friends, and again, like these are people that I'm really close to, but I just texted them the other day and I took a picture of our 5 million units moved. And what did I say? 5 million bottles collagen elixir sold. We're just getting started. I said, just over here trying to help you win. Will you reply to me and get me your logo, please? You know, so it's like, also sometimes you just need to like lead people and tell them that if you're going to miss this opportunity, I don't know what, he's a single dad of 3. He's told me how tough the office has been in this, you know, time with the pandemic. And I'm just like, do you trust me? Like, let's go, let's do this. So, you know, those are people that you know really well. The other thing too is I've had some dentists that were really interested in like the hydrate and things like that. We tried to do little samples like in each one of the bags for the kids, you know, the toothbrush and the toothpaste. But again, ordering. Like, okay, are they going to type in the website? No, they're not. So we made little tiny brochures to put in there, like little cute little postcards in with the hydrate and the bags of samples, and they can scan it and they enroll right there. Now, what you're going to do if they're brand new and they're, you know, these are people that probably don't want to build to executive, which is fine. It's volume. Volume is volume. So what I'll usually do is just watch and see when they start enrolling. And it's just really usually minor team because obviously I'm building still team legs. So everything goes on minor team and like patients. And if they want to get their staff, and like, I love asking them, would you like to bless your staff during this time? Because if their staff gets in right after them, they're at the top of the tree, at the top of their personal leg, and we can help them. It's exciting. And I tell the staff, I'm like, listen, you're going to have a team like that's growing. And now let's work on your personal through either social media. I'll give them the social media campaigns. And a lot of them are either younger and they're really looking for extra income. So they're motivated. So I'll do like little challenges and assignments and contests for them during the month and just say, hey, here's your goal. And that gets them motivated to talk to more patients, right? And more clients. So I'll stack all of them personal leg, and then I'll just pop a few over, you know, through live chat, just on the other team leg. So they pop to consultant. Crystal Manager is one that they can definitely get to, but beyond that, I don't have a lot that a couple of them every now and then like see the income and then want to build to executive, but that's my experience is a lot of them are so busy with practice that like the residual and some of those bonuses are still going to come in, right? They're 2 or more enrollments and they're still getting the $50 bonus for the 6-pack, the Beauty Afterglow bundle, plus, you know, the commission. So as long as they're an active consultant, then they're, you know, cashing in on the volume. So that's what I've done and it's worked well.
That's awesome, Delray. I have a couple questions for you. I was messaging Jess back and forth a little bit, but real quick before I segue from this, I just want to make sure that people have it. I know you said when you're chatting with the spa owner or chiropractor or whomever ahead of time, and you were saying how you share your story, your personal experience, and kind of like why they want it, but you don't do your 3 simple steps until you get there. What are your 3 simple steps once you get into the office?
So we're going to get you signed up, and they're going to sign up with the QR code so they can see how the QR code works. Somebody asked about that. I'll get to in a second with the QR codes. And then they're going to convert to associate, create the recommended cart, and we'll make the flyer. It's 3 simple steps. Order, convert to associate, make recommended carts, and you're good. Now you have your affiliate link. So, and then if they want, I have links to like get the sample bags, and I did a glow up experience at a local new beauty bar here today. So we did little champagne flutes and did Bia and collagen in them. Different things like that. So the QR codes, so yes, that links to their recommended cart. They're really, really slick.
So what do you say when, I want them to hear it from you, because I know Jess and I have a really strong posture too, but a lot of people that I think are seeing the possibility, if they were to get it in a chiropractor's office or get it into like a med spa, when people say, oh my gosh, this is MLM, or I don't want to associate with its MLM. How are you navigating that?
Affiliate. You're paid like an affiliate. This is true. It's a percentage of commission. They don't have to build the network marketing business side of it. You're paid a percentage of commission. If they're just literally, they are at consultant and they're receiving, right, the bonuses up front, 6% commission. And I really cast a vision for the residual. This is the same thing with influencers right now. I'm like, fine, you get $150 a post, or do you want that like times 10 monthly? I mean, this is exactly what this is like in offices. Would you rather do a wholesale retail markup and make $20? Or would you rather make a percentage of commission the first time and reoccurring, and then they're opened up to the entire product catalog and you get paid on that too? And you don't even get just paid on that. You get paid on who they share with. So I'm really casting a vision for like the long-term residual compound effect down the road versus just this like one-time sale, which is what so many practitioners are used to with the wholesale retail model.
I agree. I love it. And I love your language around that, and just talking about the affiliate program. And I can tell you from a practitioner standpoint, I mean, it makes perfect sense and people can really, really get behind that. And I think when we think about traditional network marketing, you know, and the way it was distributed and just the ease and the simplicity of this and the no coaching. I mean, I'm sure Delray is talking about that, but just remember that when you're talking to people about the ease and the simplicity that this standalone product creates ridiculous before and afters. I mean, absolutely, we all know stunning effects, but it doesn't change the lifestyle. There's no coaching required. You know, anything else that they would recommend is like, you have to alter your whole lifestyle to get those benefits. And that's where we can really talk about how it's not increasing time or hassle or any of that. So one of the things that I wanted to ask you, Delray, sorry, there's like another chat coming in. I don't know if you want to see that question. But Jess, I'm sorry, I'm going back to your things. A few more came in. I want you to talk about the language that you're using when you send someone a cart, and like the process that you're using, even outside of just like the medical professions or like other doctors' offices. Kind of talk to us about that, what you're doing.
Yes, I did not trust carts before. I was too much of a control freak.
Same. I'm guilty. I'm
the worst before college. And I was like, no, like if they're ready, I'm getting their card, all the things. I was so used to doing it that way. We are creatures of habit, right? And we're stubborn sometimes. So the everything that kept repeating in my head is, it's not what you can do, it's what duplicates. Like, it is what duplicates. This is the future. And we have to like get on board with links now. So you got to, number one, trust the process and not feel like it's just going to be out there and they're not going to enroll, because they will. It just sometimes takes a little bit more follow-up, and you have to it's got to be perfect timing. You know how you're going to share like an ICE movie, you know, the difference between asking somebody if they can watch it, you're going to be ready to ask them like what they loved about it right then, or when can they for sure watch it. This is really the same thing. It's not like you're just sending something out into oblivion and you're not setting an appointment, you're not following up, you're not intentional about it. So with the links, I know that they're like really ready to go. And I tell them, I just sent you the link for the 6-pack. This is what you get with it, 30-day trial. It's 40% off retail. And I am going to be here, and I get notified when you start your order. I'm going to be here because when you're done, I'm going to immediately text you a guide for your best customer experience. And I'm also going to get your address so I can send you a beauty swag gift with purchase immediately when you're done. That's literally worked like magic, because I'm just telling them that I'm here waiting and ready to answer any questions as they go through it. The other part that I can text this to you too, both of you, and you can just share it, but I shared language, which was making them understand that they're going to see their initial order, and then they're going to see what's called their lifestyle rewards, sign up and save, like Jessica has said, or, your auto ship, that can be edited, canceled, or managed at any time. You're just going to set it up this way to get the best pricing and promotion. So that is the number one thing that confuses people, is the way that it's set up. They see 2 carts of product. So it's like a pre-objection management. You're just telling them exactly what they're going to see. This is what's going to happen. I'm here because I'm ready to send you this. And I'll tell you, literally, this little swag gift is everything. I've sent Hydrate. I've sent collagen bone broth. I've sent ISO delights and I let them pick their flavor and what they want. So I'm like immediately right after that, then I get their address and just send it out in the mail with I'll get some of the materials that I made and show them to you. But I literally made these little thank you cards, printed them all at Walgreens for like next to nothing, but they're so cute and well done. And you can put them right in with, those little sample products and it's perfect. And it's just a little something, but again, it just gets the cart link order done and it's worked really well.
Can I jump in one thing for Delray? Because I really believe this will help us as an organization if we can do exactly what you said with pre-objection management. And people know that right now, do you guys all know? Drop a 1 in the comments if you know that our shipping is protracted right now. Drop 2 1s if you know that we're not the only company in the country impacted by this. And you know that we're at the intersection of major issues, a perfect storm of situations. And if you don't know what's happening in California and you haven't seen our posts, check it out because you need to know about it. But here's what I want to tell you. It's just what, Delray, you said this, and I'm hearing some people like, I waited online with customer service to find this out. And customers are asking me. The number one thing I know about great customer service is setting expectations. Once someone orders, besides their address, the swag, which I love, and you know how much I just appreciate that so much, but let them know you're gonna love everything about this product. Right now, none of us are satisfied with how long it's taking to come. It will get to you and you will light up like a Christmas tree. You'll be so thrilled. However, I just want to set your expectations that it's taking about 14 business days to ship. And here's why. I'll tag you in a post if you have any more questions, but trust me, it's worth it. You're going to love it. But here's what you're going to do. You're going to save our customer service from getting hit with the same questions. But moreover, you're going to save your customers from being angry and being upset that it's not there because they're going to expect. And when it comes, because if you guys have noticed, we're getting a little, not a lot, but we're getting a little bit shorter on our timeframes and we are working every day. If you don't know what the Cougars are personally pouring into this company, millions of personal investment, not company funds, guys. I'm watching this unfold. Delray, you and I both are kind of seeing behind the curtain of what's happening. Millions of dollars from our board of directors and the Cougars personally to fly over in cargo planes, 25 tractor trailer equivalents. Yep. To get into this country. We're not the only company with that idea. So it isn't like we can just do it tomorrow, but it's a personal investment of this company to exceed expectations. So I just wanted to interject when Delray's talking about objection management, it's also the greatest customer service that you can do to set expectations so that people understand it. And when it comes to them, when 13 business days, they get the email with the code, they're like, this is better than I expected, instead of I'm furious that I still haven't received it and it was 37 seconds since I ordered it. Yep. Because they're used to that level of customers. They're usually, most people that know anything about Isogenics have heard us say it essentially drops by drone. And when this doesn't, it sets you up for some friction with your customer. I promise you, if you over communicate, you over expound on what we might expect, and then we deliver on it less than, you're going to have happy, excited customers who are, by the way, if you've noticed, Kim Malmstrom, I'll honor you because you do a great job of this. Kim's customers are there, not salespeople, not here on this team call, but they're there defending the company. You want people on the same side of the table as you. Delray, you said something earlier. This is what
because I actually forgot to mention that in my chats before. I do talk to a lot of people still, not just send out links, but I story tell with that. So my boyfriend's son ordered a sweatshirt from a YouTuber, or like I ordered one for him for Christmas, and it took like 8 weeks, 6 to 8 weeks. And I said, but I will tell you, it was like it took one day when he received it. Like he was that excited about it. So the reason I share this story with you is because it's kind of like Christmas at Isogenics. Like we're waiting, but just like during that time. And here's why. So I actually story tell with it with a little like funny story. So if you have one of those where you waited for something at Christmas, like that's the line that I'm using to set the expectation and the pre-objection management. The other thing you really want to do as a team and as a collective goal, you have to control the narrative. If you have one person, like literally one person negatively talking about anything, it is like the reason why customer service is the way it is right now is because of this. And We just have to say, I validate feelings, understand how you feel, but this is what's going on. Again, you just always have to be the one backing the company. If you aren't, and there's like a one seed of doubt as a leader, it's done. The belief and your customers, all of it. So that's what I try and do. Same thing, pre-objection management and control the narrative. Always, always, always. You always have to be partnered with the company, even during challenging times.
I love it. I love that part there. And you guys, it's so true what she said, is that you're always back in the company and your belief is there, and like understanding that process. And the one little teeny bit of the iceberg that I would add on is what Jess is saying, is always on a positive note. Like, it is worth the wait, and like telling them everything that they're doing, but to just be able to edify the product, that like why it's such a hot demand and you don't want to push it out more, and just that experience that I know we live in a world we can get anything we want in like 12 hours from Amazon Prime, that it feels like eternity, but it's not. And I just love that we're supporting the company, educating them, making them trust them, but obviously on a positive note. So Delray, I don't know if there's anything else that you have, Jess. I'm not sure if there's something else that you want to ask, but I can tell you that both Jess and I hope that you guys really, really run with this idea. I mean, not only if you need to kind of manage the verbiage with your recommended carts right now, to be like, okay, I probably could do a better job of like, being proactive with the auto ships, or I could be proactive with the shipping delays or something of that. Do that tonight. Like, as soon as you get off this, just like in your notes of your iPhone, retype something. Delray's going to kindly send those scripts to Jess and I. We will get them in the groups. We'll get them out to the threads to you guys. But say, okay, moving forward, I don't do that. Like, I screwed up the last 10, right? No, it's learning. You're growing. Okay, I know how to get better. Like, I'm so glad that I just learned from these amazing people. I know what to do moving forward. And we also absolutely hope that you run with this idea. And I love that one of the first things Delray said was, this is a relationships business. So you don't want to go through Yelp, put a spa in your zip code, right? And necessarily just go through the whole like yellow page situation. And it is good to build these referrals, or even just ask for an introduction. People keep asking me like, I'm not a nutritionist, I'm not this, how can I get in there? I said, ask your friends. Say, hey, you're using the collagen. Where do you get your facials done? Could you make an introduction for me? Hey, you're using the collagen. I know you told me your hairdresser noticed that your hair was shinier, that it seemed healthier. Would you make an introduction to me? Like, your friends and family who have already bought the collagen, go and get their nails done. They go to chiropractors. They see nutritionists. They get massages. They go to, all these things, like even just asking them to kind of make the introduction, because you can't go to every single gym and every single med spa. And those introductions is helpful. People buy things from people they know, like, and trust. And I just really hope as you take action with that you're remembering to not just be excited and aligned with what these people can do for you, but you really show up with service, that you remember how these businesses have been hit, and that they're still exchanging time for money, and that you really can offer value to them and come from that mindset, and they're going to be so excited. So that's all I have. Jess, I know you want to say something, and Delray, I just want to tell you thank you for your time.
Welcome. Yes, and role play with each other. That's what we do as a team. Role play. Grab a buddy, act like you're a spa owner. The other one, like, literally, we do this. I'll put them in those positions where they role play with me. And also remember how you can add value to them. Like today, the event that I did, I brought 10 brand new customers in for them, right? Like that, always think that way. What can you give? How can you help? Like, how can you tag that business and give that new business exposure? Get to know their stories. Ask them. That's a really great place to start. Like, what got you passionate about your business? What got you passionate about beauty, health, whatever it is? And then I'll touch on the QR codes. But did you have one last thing, Jess?
I have two last things. So one is when so there's two silos of what you've talked about. One is when you meet me in a restaurant and you say, hey, you'd love this collagen, send you a cart, and you say, once you complete it, I'm going to send you a guide for your customer experience. I just wanted everyone to hear, because we all have access to this guide. So I want you to just say what that guide is.
Yep. The 14-day collagen launch.com.
Everyone has that.
And the social palette is awesome too. Even for that 30 days, just to show them, like, you can look at all of this that you have that's already done for you. It's really powerful.
So that guide is really awesome that you send that to them so that they have access to it. And then when they tend to see the vision from that link, And then secondly, this other silo of what you're talking about is these retail type locations, a chiropractor, a salon, a med spa boutique, etc. The QR codes. People have a lot of questions about the best way you're making them and what people get when they see the 4-pack. Do they go to a cart?
Yeah, I'm gonna go grab it quick. Is that okay?
Yeah, perfect.
Okay, so you can actually make QR codes in Canva now. I think it's the Canva Pro, but you can make them right there. So you literally just get the affiliate link or the cart link for their 4 or 6-pack. You put it right in there and it generates the QR code to just throw on a flyer. I don't have any flyers printed, but this is like the brochure. So it just says, hello, gorgeous. It has the collagen and it just says, so say hello to your little bottle of glow. And it goes through like what they're going to see, initial order. You're going to see lifestyle rewards that you can manage. Cheers to your glow up. And then the QR code is right in the bottom corner here. So this is what I put in here with the collagen bottle. That's the sample that I'm giving. So that way they can enroll right on my code or with my code. And that, again, you can just do it right in Canva now, which I just learned, yay. So you don't even have to convert it somewhere else, like put it in Canva, it's done right there. And then this is the thank you card that I have. It's just like a little thank you. It says, cheers to your collagen elixir glow up, in gratitude, Delray. And this is what I'll throw in a little envelope with a sample. I gave, Jessica, did you get the Dropbox of the videos for the office? Okay, so I made 2 waiting room office videos. You know how they play on TVs a lot of times, like the educational videos. So I made one for collagen with all of our collagen videos, but interwoven into each one of those videos before and afters. A lot of the social media shareables are in there too. And then I made another, that one's about 15 minutes, which is perfect because they just loop it. It just kind of loops. Usually most offices just play it from a computer and then it airplays onto the TV. And then I made another one that's our ISA life. And it starts with like the art of well-being and then goes into the whole ISA life and some of those videos. And that's another one that they're playing too, to just expose people, especially chiropractors, with overall wellness and the different products that we have. I interwove different recipes, ISA body challenge before and afters, like all of that's there. So I gave that to her so you can all have those, whatever you want to do with them, or that can be part of your 3-step system. Like we have this here too. We have educational videos, all the tools and resources that you need. So use those. I will tell you, I was going to have a videographer do it. And by the time he's like, okay, here's what you need to do. Number all of this, the tiles or whatever in the order that you want them. Like, I'm just doing this. Like, I'm not spending time trying to tell somebody which one goes where. So I literally just like for 3 days, just made all these videos and everything for offices. So you guys take those and run with them. The more people that we have on Isogenics, the better for all of us. So.
Awesome.
Awesome. So helpful. So helpful. You guys give some love to Delray in the chat. I mean, this is amazing. And I just love her servant heart and that she's pouring into our team. So please like blow up the chat. Tell her how amazing she is, how valuable it is.
Oh,
we are so grateful for you. I know Jess and I both, if there's anything we can ever do to help you or your teams or whatnot, we're so thankful and I just appreciate all of this. And she'll send over that text. We'll get that to you guys. We'll make sure everyone has access to these videos too.
And I only make one link. So some people, do you make one for left and right? No, just like you got to pay attention for some of these bigger places. Just again, pop a few over to the other team. Like just use one. It's too confusing to use 2. So just use one and just again, pop a couple customers over onto their team leg. So yay. All right, let's go win as a family.